Simon, moi joigne en RFE Letter. Alright, so I low-key was being a little dramatic, but it's so annoying. So I finally found out from USCIS what is going on with us, what is the verdict, and right now I've received an RFE or LFE for my Creole speakers, my Haitian people who live in countries that speak Creole, you know what I'm saying? So what is an RFE? A RFE stands for Request for Evidence. So USCIS sent me a letter basically saying that they are requesting more evidence from me to make a decision on our application. And until I send this evidence, they're not able to make a decision, and our application is paused right now. So it's a little frightening. Kind of sucks because I've waited over a year and a half. I sent my application April 2021. And I got this RFE in June of 2022. So you can imagine me waiting all this time just to find out that I have to that I have to give in evidence sucks. Like I was kind of hoping to get an approved or denied, so I knew like what we were doing, what was going on. But right now we're paused. So I have my RFE letter with me, and I'm gonna read to you guys what I need to send in and how I'm going to do all of this. Well, my plan anyway of thinking of how I'm going to do all this, and hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes and don't have this happen to you. This is also my first kind of immigration process document, thing in general that I've ever done, so I'm definitely learning a lot. There's a lot that I didn't know, so let's get into it. So the first thing that they said that they need from me is they need proof of US citizenship, which is crazy because I thought that I provided enough proof for my citizenship, but apparently not. So I guess what I'm going to send them now is just pictures of my passport because I had filled out all my personal information on there. And they didn't ask on the application like to send additional documentation, so I didn't think that I needed that. Apparently I do. So I'm planning on sending in my pictures of my birth certificate and then pictures of my passport just to prove that I'm American. I think that should be enough, Then they're also saying, so apparently I failed to answer a question, which I really remember answering this. So I'm not calling USCIS liars. However, I really remember going over this application, every single line item, going over it a million times, like really being thorough and answering everything. So they said that I failed to answer questions about if I've ever been arrested or if I've ever had a conviction for a crime that doesn't include traffic violations. So they have just that question on the form, and then I just have to answer yes or no. And then if it's no, I have to, I think if it's no, I have to provide documentation of what that was. So that's that question. Then they also said that I need to provide intent to marry. So intent to marry, basically what they're saying here is I need to submit bona fide evidence that I am intending to marry my fiance, and my fiance is intending to marry me within 90 days. So basically, yo di kon sa ke sa yo bezwen mwen voye yo, se yo bezwen voye preuve ke m so Ameriken. So sa vle di yo bezwen wè un certificat ak de naissance ou bien un passeport, un bagay kon sa. Mwen men te juste mette informasyon personnel mwen sou aplikasyon, men gen lè sa pa ase, so map voye sa bay. Kounya la yo bezwen tou, e yo mando kesyon, yo di ke m bat repon kesyon sa. Mwen men m chanje ke m gade tout bagay, lin pa lin, pou m ka bien fil bagay yo. Yo men yo di ke mwen rate yon kesyon, yo di, mwen te suppose et répondre question ça, est-ce que moun jam arrêté moi, ou bien est-ce que m'gen un record comme si criminel bagay comme ça, oui ou non pour répondre. Et puis si c'est oui, forme ba yo document qui dit yo qui sens moi te arrêté, qui ça m'te fait, tout document ça. So c'est ça yo dit forme répondre. And then there is another thing besides those two things. So it's proof of U.S. citizenship, acknowledgement of criminal record, preuve que je sois américaine avec est-ce que mon record comme si criminel. And then also they want to know, yo vle connaître, est-ce que j'ai intention marier vraiment. Ça veut dire que yo besoin voye yo preuve que moi-même on pral marier fiancé moi tout li pral marier avec moi effectivement l'elle vini ici ya. So c'est ça yo besoin connaît. So ça en genre pour moi-même like that's hard to prove, you know what I mean? Ça en genre difficile comme si pour ba preuve de ça. They gave examples. Yo par exemple, yo dit comme ça moi ka by comme si évidence de moi-même qui parle pour un mariage ou bien financial support financier, me planning for a wedding. They said another example could be my family and friends are aware of our relationship. Famille moi yo, zami moi yo connaît moi-même avec fiancé moi, yo ouais nous a parlé, yo ouais moi-même capable visiter li, bagay comme ça. So they gave all those examples and they say that will give them the information that they need to basically make a decision. So si ba yo bagay sa ba yo information yo besoin pour yo faire une décision sur application. So we've gone over acknowledgement of criminal record, intent to marry, preuve que je sois américaine, and the final thing that they say that they need from me is 2-year meeting requirement. So bagay final la yo besoin de moi, c'est yo besoin connaître moi-même avec fiancé moi. Nous te ouais les aclotes en personne avant nous décider que n'a fait fiançage là, nous besoin marier les aclotes. So this 2-year meeting requirement basically is saying that I need to provide evidence that my fiance and I have met each other in person at some point during our relationship. Basically between the time before I filed my application 2 years before that. So I filed in 2021. So they want from 2019 through 2021, they want to see that we've met in person. So moi-même te fait l'application ça 2021. So et gouvernement mandé pour m'ba yo preuve que moi ouais fiancé moi en personne entre 2019 jusqu'à 2021. Ça veut dire yo besoin ouais si moi te fait ça 2 ans juste là pour me ouais fiancé en personne. So basically yo ba yo bon exemple pour ça. Yo dit que moi ka fait m'ka voyer photo ti ka avion moi même qui pour aller visiter li. Yo dit m'ka voyer photo comme si passeport qui gen stamp sous li, visa stamp bay comme ça. Et moi ka use tout famille m'exami moi yo ka écrit un statement qui dit que yo connaît que moi même avec fiancé moi nous en personne. Yo connaît que me visiter li ouais avec moi ou bien yo connaît que relation nous réelle. So basically this 2-year meeting requirement, what they're asking for is they give examples. They said that I can include travel documents such as airline tickets, boarding passes, hotel accommodations, Airbnb, etc. Letters written to each other after us meeting with a specific place and time of us meeting, photocopies of our passport. So for example, if my fiance's passport was stamped and my passport was stamped, showing that because it'll show like the same time frame and that'll prove that we were actually together. Pictures. I'm actually a part of, I talked about this in my last video, I'm a part of this group called K1 Visa, and then there's another group I'm part of, which is CR1 Visa and K1 Visa. And some of the people in there, when I first got this, I asked for some advice, and they had said that you can use pictures on your social media. So like if you took pictures, for example, on Instagram, it'll show the date, the time, and the location of where you are. If you put that there, the location, so you can use that as a proof, because it'll literally show the exact time, the place where you were at, and everything, and prove to them that we were actually there in person, which I thought was a really good idea. They didn't put it on here, but like that's a super good idea, and I think I'm gonna do that. And then when we get all of this together, I need to basically mail all of this back to USCIS. So, après moi fait tout bagay sa yo ke yo mande, form et organize tout bagay, mette tout dossier ensemble, et puis après ça m'a mail ça et back pour USCIS ka gade li pour faire décision yo. I'm a little worried because an RFE is like this close to getting approved or getting denied. It can go either way. A lot of people get RFEs and they do get approved, so it's not to say that you won't, but it's just a little nerve-wracking because to me, I kind of feel like maybe they are doubting what I sent, because I sent over 100 pictures of us together. A lot of the things that they're asking for are things that I've already provided. So that kind of makes me nervous, because it makes me feel like, well, are they not believing, what I sent, or is there some type of doubt somewhere? So I'm trying to remain hopeful. It really sucks. Like, I feel like the day that I got the RFE, I was so upset and distraught. Like, I just couldn't believe that I waited all of this time just to be told that I need more evidence. And à cause de ça, process nou nan moment la li nan pause. Ça veut dire que yo pa fait aucun bagay avec process la du tout. Moi gen jusqu'à l'autre mois en septembre, in September, pour moi bay yo tout information yo besoin yo. Après ça, y a révisé tout bagay et puis y a fait décision yo. So I have until next month, September, to provide them everything that they asked for, and then they're gonna go over everything. And then I will finally know, finally know what is happening, if my baby and I are approved or not. So fingers crossed, y'all. All the positive and good vibes. I really need them because I'm getting everything together right now. It's really nerve-wracking. And it sucks because I don't really not understand, but I don't really know 100% what they want, because I could think in my mind like, oh, this is perfect. This is what I'm going to do to put everything together. And it might not be exactly what they're looking for. So that's a little nerve-wracking when it comes to that. But I'm trying to remain hopeful and trying to just everything that they're asking for, just one by one, putting everything together and doing it all and just hoping that it all works out. So thank you so much for watching my video, guys. I hope that you loved what you heard. I hope that it was helpful to you. If you've gotten an RFE, comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what they asked you, how you handled that. I can use all the advice that I can get. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know your thoughts on this video, and I will continue to share updates with you guys as I'm going through this, because it's very difficult. And I feel like kind of documenting this is helping me kind of work through it. And I hope that everything comes out on the brighter side, and then I can look back on these videos and see like how far we came. So thanks so much, you guys. Bye.